Jetstar 778 ready for IFR clearance to Adelaide Airport.
Jetstar 778, Melbourne delivery, expect runway tree 4. Climb 6,000 feet on runway centreline, then expect radar vectors Pedney. Squawk 142 tree.
Expect runway 34, climb 6,000 feet on runway centreline, then expect radar vectors Pedney, squawk 1423, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, read back, correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.7 when ready, Jetstar 778, have a good afternoon.
Velocity 1330, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5.
Contact tower 120.5, velocity 1330.
All aircraft be advised information Alpha now current, QNH 1020. Rex 3772, Ram Sierra 5 taxi via Foxtrot, Victor Juliet Sierra Whiskey Whiskey 2.
Ram Sierra 5 via Foxtrot, Victor Juliet Sierra Whiskey Whiskey 2, Rex 3772.
Jetstar 526, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 120.5, Jetstar 526, have a good afternoon. Jetstar 035 at Gate Delta 13 Alpha, request pushback and engine start.
Jetstar 035, Melbourne ground pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, Jetstar 035.
Jetstar 778 at Gate Golf 47, request pushback and engine start.
For your safety, please make sure your seatbelt is fastened.
Jetstar 778, Melbourne ground pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
All personal electronic devices are set
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, Jetstar 778.
Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight, and we ask that you keep the aisles clear for boarding. If there is anything you need while we prepare for departure, please do not hesitate to ask one of us. We are here to assist you. Thank you for flying with Jetstar, and welcome aboard. Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for departure, we kindly ask for your full attention as we go over the safety features of this aircraft. Seatbelts should be fastened at this time, and all carry-on items must be stowed in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. In the event of an emergency, follow the illuminated exit signs to locate your nearest exit. Remember that your nearest exit may be behind you. In the unlikely event of a water landing,
Jetstar
this aircraft is
035,
equipped with
request
life
taxi
vests
to the
located
active.
under your seat. To use, pull the vest out.
Jetstar
slip it over
035,
your
runway
head,
tree for
and
taxi
secure it
via
with the
Tango,
straps.
Alpha Kilo.
Inflate your vest by pulling the red
Runway
tabs
3
by
for
blowing
taxi
into
via
the tubes
Tango,
on either
Alpha
side.
Kilo, Jetstar
Do not
035.
inflate your vest until exiting the aircraft. If
Qantas
oxygen masks are
777
needed,
at
they
gate
will
Bravo
drop automatically
25,
from the
request
plane.
pushback.
Place the mask over your nose and mouth.
Qantas
Secure it with the
777
elastic
Melbourne
band,
ground,
and
pushback
breathe normally.
approved. Face north.
Assistance will be provided once
Pushback and
everyone
engine
has
start
their mask
approved.
on.
Face north. Qantas
We appreciate your
777.
cooperation as we ensure your safety and comfort. Thank you.
Velocity 742, gate Echo 7 taxi via Echo. Victor uniform.
Gate Echo 7 via Echo Victor Uniform, velocity 742.
Please set parking brakes. Unlocking gear.
Qantas 777, request taxi to the active.
Qantas for 67, gate Delta 1 Tree Alpha taxi via Echo Sierra Tango.
Gate Delta 1 Tree Alpha via Echo. Sierra Tango, Qantas for 67.
Qantas 777, runway tree for taxi via Romeo Echo Tango Papa Alpha Kilo.
Runway 3 for taxi via Romeo. Echo Tango Papa Alpha Kilo, Qantas 777.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Jetstar 778, request taxi.
Jetstar 778, runway tree for taxi via Yankee Alpha Kilo.
Runway 3 for taxi by Yankee Alpha Kilo, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 035, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5.
Contact Tower 120.5, Jetstar 035. Velocity 875 at gate Echo 10. Request pushback and engine start.
Velocity 875, Melbourne ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, velocity 875.
Jetstar 778, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5. Have a good afternoon.
Contact Tower 120.5, Jetstar 778. Have a good afternoon. Jetstar 778, ready to go, runway 34.
Jetstar 778, Melbourne Tower, wind 035 at 7, fly heading 340, runway 34 cleared for takeoff, traffic 7 miles final, keep it rolling.
4.
Fly heading 340, runway 34
Cabin
cleared for
crew,
takeoff, keep it
prepare for
rolling,
takeoff.
Jetstar 778.
On runway 34.
Q-Link 290, wind 035 at 7, runway 34 cleared to land.
Runway 34 cleared to land. Q-Link 290.
Jetstar 778, contact Melbourne departure 118.9er.
Contact Melbourne departure 118.9er, Jetstar 778. Melbourne departure, Jetstar 778, good afternoon, 2,100 feet.
Jetstar 778, Melbourne departure, good afternoon, identified. Climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, turn left heading 275. Expect further clearance in about 2-3 miles.
Turn left heading 275, Jetstar 778.
present we are climbing for 5,000 feet and our ground speed is approximately 330 kilometers per hour. Shortly after we level off, Georgia and the cabin team will commence our in-flight service, offering a selection of paid snacks and beverages from the service card. You can view the full selection in the sky menu located in the seat pocket in front of you. The crew will pass through the cabin with the card so you may place your order directly. We accept card payments. As this is a short sector, the service will
Melbourne departure, Qantas 777, 1,500 feet.
Reaches your row and ensure your tray table is down if you wish to purchase an item.
Qantas 777, Melbourne departure, identified, climb to flight level 170.
Please let one of our cabin crew know and we will
Climb to flight level 170, Qantas 777.
Jetstar 035, contact Melbourne Centre 124.0.
Contact Melbourne Centre 12 for decimal 0, Jetstar 035, bye-bye.
Seatbelt
Melbourne departure, velocity 875. Good afternoon, 1,100 feet.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened while seated in
Velocity 875, Melbourne departure, identified, climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, velocity 875.
Jetstar 778, cleared direct Pedney. Resumo navigation.
Roger, we'll head direct Pedney, then resume own navigation Jetstar 778, thanks.
My pleasure. Jetstar 778, contact Melbourne Centre 12 for decimal 0, bye-bye.
Contact Melbourne Centre 12 for decimal 0, Jetstar 778. Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 778 through flight level 146 for flight level 170.
Jetstar 778, Melbourne Centre, radar contact, climb to flight level 340.
This is a cabin service announcement.
Climb to flight level 340, Jetstar 778.
Flight service as we settle near cruising altitude. Presently aircraft is at 13,000 feet and our ground speed is approximately 650 kilometers per hour. The outside air temperature is minus 16 degrees Celsius and the local time is 17:26. Shortly we will be passing through the cabin with a service card offering our selection of paid snacks and complimentary and premium beverages. A full menu is available in the seat pocket in front of you. We accept card and contactless payments on board, and cash payments are also accepted where applicable. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened while the service is in progress and have your tray table ready if you wish to purchase an item. If you require assistance, have any specific dietary needs, or would prefer the crew to bring your selection to your seat, kindly let one of us know and we will be happy to assist you. Thank you for your attention and we hope you enjoy the service.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 875, through flight level 150 for flight level 180 direct DOSO.
Velocity 875, Melbourne Centre, radar contact, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, velocity 875.
flight level 1 for 4 for flight level 170 direct dorsal.
Velocity 871, Melbourne Centre. Good afternoon, identified. Climb to flight level 350.
Climb to flight level 350, velocity 871.
Velocity 691. Contact Melbourne Centre 1, 35.7. Have a good afternoon.
Centre on 135.7, velocity 691. Have a good afternoon.
Contact Melbourne Centre 125.2, velocity 871. Jetstar 778, contact Melbourne Centre 122.1. Have a good afternoon.
Centre on 122.1, Jetstar 778, bye-bye. Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 778, flight level 340.
Jetstar 778, reset transponder, squawk 1 for 23.
Squawk 1 for 23, Jetstar 778.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 035, flight level 340.
Jetstar 035, Melbourne Centre, radar contact.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 691. Good afternoon, passing flight level 348 for flight level 360, direct dorsal.
Velocity 691, Melbourne Centre, radar contact.
runway 34, Rex Papa 466.
125.3, Jetstar 778, bye-bye. Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 778, good afternoon, flight level 340.
Jetstar 778, Melbourne Centre radar contact. Jetstar 778, Melbourne Centre, expect radar vectors ILS Yankee runway 23. Jetstar 778, Melbourne Centre, expect radar vectors ILS Yankee runway 23.
Expect radar vectors ILS Yankee runway 23, Jetstar 778. Jetstar 778 approaching our top of descent, ready for lower.
Jetstar 778, Adelaide Airport landing runway 23.
Adelaide Airport landing runway 23, Jetstar 778.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Captain Tyson Munro speaking. We are now approaching the top
Melbourne
of descent
Centre,
and we
Unity
begin our
32 for
descent
1,
into
flight level
Adelaide in a few
310.
minutes. At present we are at 34,000 feet, travelling at approximately 830 kilometers per hour, with about 220,720
Descent to flight level 170,
meters
Jetstar
remaining to Adelaide.
778.
The outside air temperature is minus 48
Unity
degrees
32
Celsius.
for 1, Melbourne Centre identified.
As this is an afternoon arrival, air traffic into Adelaide is expected to be moderately busy. We will coordinate closely with air traffic control to minimize any delay and, where feasible, obtain a shorter routing to expedite our arrival. For your safety, please ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened, your seat back and tray table are in the upright and stowed positions, and follow the instructions of the cabin crew. Thank you for your attention. We look forward to welcoming you to Adelaide shortly.
Unity 32 for 1, Melbourne Centre, expect Bugsu 1 Victor runway 23.
Expect Bugsu 1 Victor, runway 23, Unity 32 for 1.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 691, flight level 356.
Velocity 691, Melbourne Centre, radar contact.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Captain Tyson Monroe. We have begun our initial descent and are passing through 31,000 feet while maintaining a ground speed of approximately 830 km per hour. There are about 220,728 meters remaining to Adelaide, and we expect to be on the ground in roughly 20 minutes, which would be at about 17:48 local time. The weather in Adelaide is clear with an expected temperature of 12 degrees Celsius, so we do not anticipate any weather-related delays. Air traffic remains moderately busy this afternoon, but we will coordinate with it to make our arrival as efficient as possible. For your safety, please ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened, your seat back and tray table are in the upright position, and all large electronic devices are stowed for landing.
Contact Adelaide,
Cabin crew, including George, will be coming through to secure the cabin, so please follow their instructions. We appreciate your cooperation and wish you a pleasant conclusion to your journey with Jetstar.
Unity 3241, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1020, Unity 3241.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard from our captain, we have commenced our descent into Adelaide. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened and your seat back and tray table are in the upright and stowed positions for landing. In a few minutes, we will be coming through the cabin to collect any remaining service items and rubbish. If you would kindly place any unwanted items in the bag provided and hand them to a crewman, we would be most grateful. Please also check that any personal items are secured either under the seat in front of you or in the overhead locker, and that all large electronic devices are switched off and stowed. The lavatories will be locked for landing, so if you require assistance, please let one of us know now and we will be happy to help. George and the rest of the cabin team will be working to secure the cabin, so please follow their instructions and remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned on. We appreciate your cooperation and thank you for helping us prepare for a safe and punctual arrival.
right, heading 315, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 315, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, contact Adelaide approach 12 for decimal 2.
Contact Adelaide approach 12 for decimal 2, Jetstar 778. Adelaide approach Jetstar 778, flight level 178 with information kilo.
Foxtrot Victor Alpha, cleared direct via it, cross via it, at or above 3,800 feet, cleared ILS Yankee runway 23.
Cleared direct via it, cross via it, at or above 3,800 feet, cleared ILS Yankee runway 23, Foxtrot Victor Alpha.
Jetstar 778, Adelaide approach, QNH 102, 0 expect radar vectors for ILS Yankee runway 23.
QNH 1020, expect radar vectors for ILS Yankee runway 23, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, turn right, heading 315, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Turn right, heading 315, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1020, Jetstar 778.
Foxtrot Victor Alpha, contact Adelaide Tower 120, decimal 5.
Contact Tower 120 decimal 5, Foxtrot Victor Alpha.
All aircraft be advised information Lima, now current, QNH 1020. 778, descend to 5,000 feet.
Descend to 5,000 feet, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, turn right, heading 330.
Turn right, heading 330, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, turn left, heading 315.
Turn left, heading 315, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, turn left, heading 250, intercept the 23 localizer.
Turn left, heading 250, intercept the 23 localizer, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, descend to 3,300 feet.
Descend to 3,300 feet, Jetstar 778.
Jetstar 778, 2 miles from Mopri, turn left, heading 230, maintain 3,300 feet until established. Cleared ILS Yankee runway, 23.
Turn left, heading 230, 3,300 feet until established. Cleared ILS Yankee runway 23,
Cabin
Jetstar
crew,
778.
take your seats for landing.
Jetstar 778, contact Adelaide Tower 120.5.
Contact Tower 120.5, Jetstar 778. Adelaide Tower, Jetstar 778, ILS Yankee runway 23.
Jetstar 778, Adelaide Tower, wind 220 at Nina, runway 23, cleared to land.
Runway 23 cleared to land, Jetstar 778.
VQ721, holding short, runway 23. VKQ721, hold short of 23. Roger, hold short of 23 for traffic. VQ721.
Approaching. 2-3.
VKQ721, runway 23, line up and wait. Runway 23, line up and wait. VQ721. Jetstar 778, exit right at Foxtrot 4.
Exit right at Foxtrot 4, Jetstar 778.
VKQ721, Adelaide Tower, wind 220 at Niner, runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Runway 23, cleared for takeoff. VKU721. Jetstar 778, contact ground 121.7.
Ground 121.7, Jetstar 778, bye-bye. Jetstar 778, request taxi to the gate.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. and
Jetstar
welcome to
778,
Adelaide.
welcome to Adelaide. Say
This is
parking
George
or advise if
speaking
need
on behalf of
assignment.
Jetstar and Captain Tyson Monroe. We hope you enjoyed your short journey with us. The local time is 17:51 and the temperature outside is 12 degrees Celsius with clear skies at the gate. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete
Request
stop
ramp
and the
27,
seatbelt
Jetstar
sign has been
778.
switched off.
Jetstar 778, ramp 27, taxi at pilot's discretion.
In the space around your seat to ensure you have all
Ramp
personal
27 taxi at my discretion, Jetstar 778.
A brief local note: Adelaide is renowned for its festival calendar.
Approaching.
and the nearby
30.
Adelaide
Jetstar 778, cross runway 30 at Echo 2. Continue taxi via Echo 1, Alpha 5, Alpha 6 Kilo.
Forward connections or special help, please speak with one of our
Cross runway 30 at Echo 2, continue taxi via Echo 1, Alpha 5, Alpha 6 Kilo, Jetstar 778.
Thank you for flying with us today, and we wish you a pleasant stay in Adelaide.
Qantas 696, request taxi.
Qantas 696, runway 23, taxi via Tango 3, Tango 2, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
Runway 2, tree taxi via Tango, tree, Tango, 2, Bravo, 1, Bravo, 2, Qantas 696.
Q-Link 275, taxi for departure.
Q-Link 275, runway 23 taxi via Tango 4, Kilo Alpha 6, Bravo 2.
Runway 23 taxi via Tango 4, Kilo Alpha 6, Bravo 2, Q-Link 275.
Qantas 696, contact Adelaide Tower 120.5.
Over to Tower 120.5, Qantas 696.
Q-Link 275, contact Adelaide Tower 120.5. Have a good afternoon.
Over to Tower 120.5, Q-Link 275. Bye-bye. Velocity for 39, gate 12 left. Request pushback.
Velocity for 39, Adelaide ground, pushback approved, face southwest.
Pushback approved, face southwest, velocity for 39.
Unity 3241, ramp Lima 28 taxi via Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot 3. Hold short runway 30.
Ramp Lima 28 via Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot 3. Hold short runway 30, Unity 3241.
Velocity for 39, ready to taxi to the active.
Unity 3241, cross runway 30 at Alpha 2. Continue taxi via Foxtrot 3, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 2, Alpha 4, Alpha, Alpha 5, Alpha 6 kilo.
Cross runway 30 at Alpha 2, continue taxi via Foxtrot 3, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 2, Alpha 4, Alpha, Alpha 5, Alpha 6 kilo, Unity 3241.
Velocity for 39, runway 23 taxi via Tango 1, Bravo 1, Bravo, Bravo 2.
Runway 23 taxi via Tango 1, Bravo 1, Bravo, Bravo 2, velocity 439.
Velocity for 39, contact Adelaide Tower 120.5.
Contact Tower 120.5, velocity 439. Have a good afternoon.
Jetstar 768, ramp 50, Charlie taxi via Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot 3. Hold short runway 30.
Ramp 50 Charlie via Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot 3. Hold short runway 30, Jetstar